Hello, my name is Mike and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about a tweet I saw by Secrets of Blackmoor, who I guess made some sort of documentary about D&D. Maybe I'll even give it a watch and review it at some point. Anyway, they had this to say on Twitter. Quote, I actually saw a discussion about Lichs the other day where the subject was, do Lichs have to be evil? My head nearly exploded on account of how stupid that discussion was. I am sorry, they are always evil. I'm still rubbing my temples to soothe away the stupid. First off, if you're living through 2020 and entertaining the idea that a fantasy creature made up by people for a fantasy world is enough to make your head nearly explode, I think you might want to take a hard look in the mirror. But let's be generous and assume that SOB is just being hyperbolic to make his point. In that case, he's still absolutely wrong. It's a game, and that game encourages you to make it your own. Every game table is different. If your game world includes liches that aren't evil or who are even good, and most importantly your group finds that fun, then do it. There's nothing preventing you. But even if you want to use existing lore, you could allow for the Archlich, which is, well, basically a good aligned lich. There's also the Balnorn Lich, which is described as elves who chose a path of prime-bound duty beyond death. Some have a phylactery and others do not, and they were created using high magic or divine ritual. Another example in existing lore is Sir Renwick Caradune, whose patron deity is Tyr. He has a fondness for cats, dislikes cultists, and favors paladins and heroes. He is obsessed with his research into non-evil paths to immortality and lichdom, and his alignment is listed as lawful neutral. But beyond that, you can also do all sorts of homebrew ideas that you think might be fun in your shared game world. For example, maybe you rule that sometimes divine spellcasters are granted undeath by their deity. Perhaps particularly powerful druids in your game world are granted undeath, and use their time to protect sacred outdoor areas. Or maybe there's a narratively satisfying reason why an evil lich begins to change their alignment. I mean, that could be an interesting plot for an entire campaign. Like I've said in previous videos, subverting your players' expectations is a good thing. If they've played D&D before, they may expect the lich to be evil, but surprising them with a good aligned lich isn't necessarily a bad thing, and might even be better for your story. The important thing in my opinion is, 1, it's fun for you and your players, and 2, as a DM you're consistent with your world lore. Don't change a rule you've previously established if you can help it. I hate when people try to tell others what is possible in their game world. It's a fantasy setting that includes magic. It's up to the game master and their players to decide what is and isn't possible in their world. Don't let unimaginative people like SOB dictate what you can do with your game world. Just have fun. Thank you for watching. If you found value here, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons. If you're feeling extra generous, you might leave me a comment. Let me know whether you agree or disagree with my point of view.